Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the show. Today, we are talking about School Heroes Unite. Scott Dietrich is here, and he is the founder of this organization that started back in 2010, so celebrating 5 years. Thanks, Scott, for coming in today.
Thank you for having me, Jacqueline.
And we talked before the show a little bit about School Heroes Unite, and you said it's not about having an anti-bullying approach, but it's about, empowering kids through pro-heroism.
Yeah.
So tell us about that approach.
Well, I'm a believer in the law of attraction, that you get what you focus on. And there's been a lot of focus on how terrible bullying is. There's a lot of sad news, but I feel like we're just seeing more of it, you know? So when I created School Heroes Unite, it was more out of necessity. I was just tired of sitting back and watching all these terrible things happen and not doing anything about it. So School Heroes Unite is a pro-heroism, pro-teamwork approach. It really tries to empower the students to be the difference makers in their own schools. And the School Heroes Unite idea is much like the Justice League or the X-Men. It's all those heroes coming together, uniting together. And
I find you're right. You're totally right. When we talk about bullying, we always focus on the bully themselves, that one, component, instead of looking at all of those other people who can help the person that's being bullied and look at it as a team.
Yeah, exactly. Well, the other thing that I think some of the anti-bullying focus is missing is that bullying is serving a purpose to those students. They're getting something out of it, whether they feel that they're going to be accepted by doing this, or they're going to be respected, they're going to be important. These are all needs that students have. And I can't think of a better way to achieve all of those than through being a hero. So I'm not trying to condemn the bullies, I'm trying to pull them into the fold as well and make them all have each other's back and just meet those needs in a more positive way.
Love that. And really, this is such a great program because it stems through your own personal experience of being bullied. At the time when so how old were you when you went through bullying? Or was it a long period
I was bullied pretty much from grade 3 through grade 8 because I switched schools, and a lot of kids can appreciate that you switch schools and you're at the bottom of the ladder. So yeah, pretty much my whole primary school period I was bullied. Things really turned around in high school, but primary school is when I received most of the bullying.
What kind of effect did that have on you at such a young age?
Well, that I think is the key question, because doing this for 5 years now, I've heard a lot of stories, and what I've realized is that more people than not have been bullied. A lot of people share my story. So it's not about what's happened to you, it's what you do with that. It's what you make that mean in your life. And for me, I've become more empathetic, and it's actually pushed me to create something like School Heroes Unite. So you can either be a victim or you can be the hero or heroine of your own life, and I've chosen the latter. So
you're the hero.
Yeah,
I love that. You're a hero.
Well, we all are.
Well, isn't that great? I mean, you go into schools and you talk to kids. And they must leave feeling like they can make a difference and that they are truly unique. And as you said, it's what they do with any situation that comes their way. Yeah,
well, not only can they, I mean, we actually create a list of an action plan of ways that they can be heroes, and they basically all commit as a school body to follow this list and to try to do at least 1 or 2 or 3 things every day to be a hero to someone else. Because it doesn't require, you don't have to be a superhero, you don't have to do something grand. Even just doing the smallest little thing can make someone feel special and can really be a heroic act. So I want to empower them to start small and then kind of grow from there.
What I think is so amazing as well is you are a children's magician.
Yes.
And so do you still do this, or was this from your past life?
No.
Before developing the program?
I'm a full-time magician.
Yeah.
And I created this because I realized that I had the vehicle and I had the means to really make a difference in a lot of students' life, and that's why I created this. But magic is sort of one of the things that really sets School Heroes Unite apart, because magic really engages the audience in a very unique way. It creates the wonder and the laughter and also some of those aha moments. Actually, if I could show you a quick trick. One of the ways I use magic is as a metaphor, and I explain to the kids that when they're bullied, it's not that it doesn't. I'll just pull out, I've got a rather large needle here. This is no illusion. But I tell the students, it's not that when they're bullied that it doesn't hurt. When bullies hurt them with their words or their actions or even online, it does. It hurts. But what I am telling students is to believe about themselves what they know to be true about themselves, not what their bullies say, but what they know to be true. And that is that they are much stronger than they think.
Wow.
And those same words may still hurt. They may sting a little bit, but eventually they will pass and they will be left standing strong. So that is the key. It's important to believe about yourself. I believed what my bullies told about me, about myself, for a while until I didn't anymore, and I realized that there's a lot more. So it's important to see through that illusion and realize that we all have what it takes to be heroes to ourselves and to each other.
When you go into schools and you look out in the audience, I mean, do you have the chance to kind of interact with these kids, or do they come up to you at the end and say, hey, I'm going through bullying too, I can really relate to what you're saying. Yeah. It's good to hear that I'm not alone.
Yeah, those are the moments that really make this worthwhile. This is why I do what I do. When I'm speaking at a school, I'm speaking to the entire student body as a collective.
Yeah.
But afterwards, I always make sure to stay around and to speak to them. And it's amazing what I've been told. I also have them fill out, in that little flyer, there's a thing they can fill out where they can share their story with me. Anonymously, of course. But
little feedback sheet. I love that.
But when they fill it in, it's amazing the stories that I've been told, and that they actually do feel a renewed sense of hope after seeing the talk, not because of me, but because they see that all of their peers are in alignment with them, and they all are now deciding to band together to have each other's back. So that's why they have that new sense of hope.
They're starting to get that Justice League going.
Exactly.
And so, Scott, if people are wondering how they can jump on board with the program, find more information, or bring it into their very own school, how do they do that?
Sure. I just go to schoolheroesunite.com. That's the website, and you can find everything you need right there.
When you go into the schools, what age group are you really speaking to, or is it an entire assembly of a primary school?
I find that it's better to split it into two, like grade 1 maybe through grade 4, and then grade 5 through grade 8, because to speak effectively to grade 1s and grade 8s in the same presentation
very different.
Is difficult, yeah. So I find that works best, but yeah, I do speak to the entire school.
I love that. Thank you so much, Scott. Wonderful idea. We wish you all the best. Don't forget, everybody, the website is schoolheroesunite.com for more details and to learn more about Scott. We'll be right back on the show.